We're going to go through all of the best SEO experts to follow on Twitter. He's more known for being more of a black hat SEO.
I love the fact that every day he's showing his figures and what's working and what's not.
He does a lot on website recovery and things like this.
Karl is ranked over 46 different online casinos, obviously the most difficult niches of what there is.
We even struggle to understand him when we go out with him.
An absolute legend in the industry.
If you're interested in someone who isn't always mentioning, technical SEO or link building and things like this, and more focused on business.
Young entrepreneur that's going places.
Just a really, really top-notch guy. He now offers like a private sort of mastermind group.
Always ahead of the curve, always testing, always trying to push the boundaries of what works in today's algorithms.
He has the tool Page Optimizer Pro.
Actually, very undervalued.
He created an agency and he sold it for quite a big sum.
More known for his management skills than specifically just SEO, but he does seem to do quite a lot of staffing.
He owns his own academy, he owns Scotch SEO. Hi guys, I'm joined with James Dooley today, and on this video we're going to go through all of the best SEO experts to follow on Twitter. So I'll kick it off, Dooley. Obviously a very good friend of mine, Charles Float, we know him very well. He's definitely one of the guys right up there with who I would suggest people to follow on Twitter. Everything. He's more known for being more of a black hat SEO, but he definitely does a lot more white hat stuff nowadays. And I know he's just launched a thing called PowerSiteSEO.com and things like this. So definitely worth following him.
Yeah, on my list, someone that I absolutely love following on Twitter is Jackie Chow. I think every day he's tweeting stuff and it's pretty high level of what he's doing. He does a lot of testing. I love the fact that every day he's showing his figures and what's working and what's not. So I'd strongly recommend anyone who's looking for an SEO to follow on Twitter to follow Jackie Chow.
The next in my list, I'm going to have to mention him, is Kazra. Obviously, he works very closely with us. He does a lot on website recovery and things like this. So definitely follow Kazra. He's more of an up and coming on Twitter. He does a lot more on YouTube and things, but he definitely still posts on Twitter. So it's worth following for any little nuggets that he can give.
Yeah, I definitely would not follow Kazra, but no, I'm joking. Well, if we're going to do that, I'm going to throw you in the mix. Karl Hudson. I'd strongly recommend anyone.
I wouldn't follow him.
Yeah, who doesn't know Karl is ranked over 46 different online casinos, which is one of the obviously the most difficult niches of what there is. Founder of Searcheroo and consistently kind of pushing the boundaries of what works and what doesn't work on Google. So I'll throw Karl Hudson as being an SEO to follow on Twitter.
And the next one I would say is probably Craig Campbell. I'm not going to chuck Dooley in just yet. I'll chuck him in later, otherwise it gets a bit weird. But Craig Campbell's definitely a guy. A lot of people have seen him on stage. A lot of people can't understand him. That's completely understandable. He's Glaswegian at the end of the day. We even struggle to understand him when we go out with him. But he's definitely one of the top guys when it comes to SEO training and just improving your general knowledge.
So I'm going to throw one out there. I'm going to absolutely butcher his name. Corey Tuckberg-Guber. So there's semantic SEO guy, topical authority, an absolute legend in the industry. Reverse engineered quite a lot of the Google patents and stuff of what Bill Slowski, God rest his soul, kind of talked about quite a lot. His course is very, very advanced, talking about contextual vectors, the macro content, the micro content. At first, I was a little bit apprehensive with some of the things of what he was sharing and was it overkill and was it needed? In my opinion, like the best on-page SEO that there is in the industry. Great guy. So Corey is definitely someone I would be following for SEO on Twitter.
Another guy, well, I may as well mention you now, James, because then I can move on to the next guy. I would definitely follow James, great business partner of mine. We've known each other for 10 years or so, and he's more known, he has a lot of SEO knowledge, but he's more known for the business side, and we share multiple businesses together, and we do a lot of investments together and constantly trying to push each other's boundaries. So if you're interested in someone who isn't always mentioning, technical SEO or link building and things like this, and more focused on business as well as a whole marketing avenue, I would definitely suggest following yourself, James.
So basically, James_Dooley is the #1 Twitter SEO. That's what Karl's saying. No, yeah, there's a lot of family stuff as well. If you're a dad, then you can follow some of my pictures of the kids as well and stuff. But yeah, generally speaking, I do post a little bit about SEO, a little bit about business, and just generally mindset and lifestyle as well. Another one I'm going to throw out there, who's got a great Twitter handle, is Jamie IF. Posts quite a lot with regards to affiliate and SEO in general. He's scaling. He's a young entrepreneur that's going places. So definitely recommend, if you're looking for an SEO to follow on Twitter, to follow Jamie IF.
The next one I would suggest is Kevin Indig. I met him last year, I believe, at the Mastermind in Chiang Mai SEO, and yeah, just a really, really top-notch guy. He now offers like a private sort of mastermind group stroke newsletter where he dives into loads of technical aspects of businesses and their growth from different avenues of marketing. He used to be the main guy at Shopify for all of their SEO sort of strategies, so he's very well known in the sort of e-commerce SEO space, and just probably a great guy to follow on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. Next I'm going to throw out there now, I would say he's probably better to follow on YouTube than he is on Twitter, but he still shares his YouTube videos on Twitter, is Matt Diggity. Always ahead of the curve, always testing, always trying to push the boundaries of what works in today's algorithms and what might be working in tomorrow's algorithms. A very mixed bag of everything from e-commerce, affiliate, local, everything. So I would definitely recommend following Matt Diggity on Twitter if you're looking for more SEO knowledge bombs.
The next one on my list is, I love him to bits, is Kyle Roof. We've shared many a story over some SoCo and Coke at various different conferences. Kyle very much pushes the envelope when it comes to testing. He has the tool Page Optimizer Pro, and if anyone's got any experience with that tool, it's a great tool to utilize for doing the on-page elements of your website and doing sort of single variable as close as possible testing. Kyle Roof's just a great guy to follow. If you're ever out and about in various conferences, offer him a Southern Comfort and Coke. It's his favourite drink, and I'm sure you'll get on well with him.
The next one on the list is actually very undervalued, in my opinion, in the SEO community, is Alex Drew. So Alex Drew is known as being the founder of ODYS, but he's way more than, if you ever get a chance to meet him at a conference, he's much more intelligent than just expired or aged domains and the domains aftermarket. He's a very, very, very good business entrepreneur and good at scaling businesses out. He's very, very high level, and he's definitely someone I would follow on Twitter with regards to SEO. That's Alex Drew.
The next SEO expert that I would follow on Twitter would be Ryan Stewart. Now, Ryan's got a very interesting background. He created an agency and he sold it for quite a big sum. So I would definitely be looking at following him and his sort of blueprint methods that he now has, which you can sort of try to invent your own agency, basically following his blueprints and what he did to scale and sell.
Yeah, another one on the list, more known for his management skills than specifically just SEO, but he does seem to do quite a lot of staffing in the search engine optimization community, is Mad Singers. I would definitely be following him, especially if you're looking to grow your team and you're looking to improve your systems and processes and onboarding of staff. I would definitely be, if you're going into 2025 and you're looking for an SEO to follow on Twitter, look to follow Mad Singers.
And then last, but by no means least on our list, would be Nathan Gotch. Now, most people, especially if you're already in the SEO game, you're probably already aware who Nathan Gotch is. Nathan Gotch owns his own academy. He owns Gotch SEO as well. He owns his own sort of training academy, very similar to Craig Campbell. But again, I would say Nathan's a lot more active on his YouTube channels and things, more so than his Twitter. He still does use Twitter, so it's definitely worth giving him a follow, and just big shout out to him and everything he's doing that side as well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could go on all day. There's probably another 100 names that we could list on Twitter of people to follow for SEO. But we needed to fine tune it. There's people like Jason Ennis with regards to law firm SEO and many others, niche site lady and stuff like that. You're looking for niche sites and stuff. But obviously, we needed to keep the list as short as possible. But that is generally mine and Karl's list of all the SEOs to follow on Twitter.